Grace and peace be unto you. Again, I want to say thank you for joining me. My name is Margaret Fulmore. And as you can see on my side, so you're going to hear some noise outside, okay? Today, I was looking at, I want to look at knowing your worth. In this, the third chapter of Esther, right? We see where they're choosing people to go before the king, okay? And Esther comes in. Immediately, this man that's over, he chooses Esther. He gives Esther seven maids. Give her 7. The Bible doesn't say anything about nobody else. He just chooses Esther. We understand that Esther is an orphan, and she's raised by a young man. And he may have wisdom, but she's raised by a young man. She's not raised by a mother that teaches a mother's love. It doesn't say how old she was when she went to Mordecai. Okay, it doesn't. It just says that okay, I'm gonna read verse 7. He was the guardian of Hadassah, that is Esther. That's her name. His uncle's daughter, for she had no father or mother. The young woman was beautiful of form and face, and when her father and mother died, Mordecai took her in as his own daughter, right? So she doesn't really know a mother's love and how to care for herself as a female. Oh, but God. Oh, but God. She goes up into this palace, and this man finds favor in her, and the first thing he does is give her 7 maids. Invest in yourself. He gave her 7 maids. And when time to go in, I'm sorry. Let me correct that. He gave her 7 choice maids from the king's palace. And then he put him in the best palace, the best place in the harem, right? And before time for her to go before the king, they told her exactly what to take in to the king. I want to say to you, know your worth, okay? Now, we know that you can go to school and you can invest in anything that you want to go to school and you can invest in. And after we had this outbreak with COVID, some places now, they're still not even charging to go to school. I know that there are places here where you can take classes and you don't have to pay for the classes and you don't have to buy books. Everything's free. Everything free. The only thing you got to provide is you. Okay, that's the only thing it's going to cost. I want to say to you, invest in yourself. Know your worth. Okay? We go in the store all the time. We see choice select. And then we see scraps. You got to know your value. Some of these stores that we go in, they got the best quality material. And some of these things we go in the store and we wash them one time and they shrink up. Some of these outfits, certain stores, you going in, the thread hanging, and you better get a scissors and you better tie it in a knot as close as you can and cut it, because if you don't, you'll pull the whole thread, the whole thing will come right on off. Know your worth. Know what you bring to the table. If you're not married, invest in yourself. What you bring to your marriage is what's going to be in your marriage, okay? When you know your worth, when you know your value, you will not settle. Hear me? You will not settle. You will make better choices because you know what's in you. You know what you bring to the table. Honey, I know how to do this. When you go through these tests and trials and tribulation, don't take no shortcut. Don't take no shortcut. Is it easy? No. It ain't easy to go through these tests and trials and tribulation these days that God taking us through. But if you will utilize these tests, if you would take advantage, because see, a lot of time the test, trial, and tribulation, they take advantage of us. But if we would take advantage of the test, trials, and the tribulation, we'll get a better outcome. It's designed to produce endurance. The test is designed to produce faith, patience, okay? But we get weary and we don't want to go through. We want the blessing. We want to come out. We want God to reward us, but we don't want to go through the test. But the test is designed to build you. It's designed to teach your hands to war. It's designed to add to you. Listen, Romans 8:28 says, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who love God, for those that are the called according unto his purpose. Well, who's it working together for the good for? Is it working together for the good for God? Does God need it? No, God don't need it. It's working together for your good. You are gonna get you're gonna reap the endurance. You're gonna reap the patience, the faith, learning how to love people for real, learning how to pray pray for your enemies from the uttermost part of your heart, not giving lip service, but really asking God to have mercy on your enemies. Really asking God. Listen, that's value. That's value. I know what's in me. I've been through the fire. I've been refined. God done burned me out. That stuff fell off me. I don't have to walk around hating people. No, it takes too much energy to hate people. It takes too much energy to want to run around here and fight people. The enemy thrives off of hate. The enemy don't thrive off love. He thrives off hate. So God is love. So you learn how to love. If you learn how to love, you will cancel out that stuff what they're doing. But you got to know what you bring to the table. That when they rise up against your husband, or when they rise up against your spouse, you can stand in agreement and say, hey, I've been through this. I know how to, hey, I got you. Because we in this thing together. I got you. I'm going to stand with you. Because you know what you bring to the table. So you know the first thing to do is start praying for your enemies. You don't go praying, God, throw them upside the wall. No. Touch their heart, God. Touch their mind. They hurting. Hurt people hurt people. They're hurting. They've been broken. They've been bruised. Mend their brokenness. You'll know how to go before God from a real place in your heart. You know, because there's no way that a person can operate in hate to that magnitude. Something's happened. Something is wrong. They don't know their value. If you know your value, you won't settle. Because you will know what you bring to the table. Invest in yourself. Get up 12 o'clock at night and learn how to pray. Invest in yourself. Stop letting the struggle get the best of you and you get the best of your struggle. Know what you bring to the table. See, over there in Africa, those people say they want a dowry. Okay, I'm gonna give you 20,000, whatever money called, and we're gonna give you 2 acres of land, and we're gonna give you, or this is what we want. We want 2 acres of land, and we want 5 cows, and can we have some chickens, or whatever the case may be. You gotta be worth it. Your family gotta be able to give that up. You think they're gonna want to pay that for you if you're not worth it? If you're barren? You gotta know your worth. Take advantage of the struggle. The wicked can't take advantage of the struggle because they're too busy being wicked. But you can invest in yourself, that whenever it comes down to your kingdom, everybody don't have a kingdom partner, but when it comes down to your kingdom partner, you'll know how to stand behind your kingdom partner. You will know what you bring to the table. You will know that you are an asset and not a liability. You will know that, hey, I'm able to help you get through these life crises and not get in your way. You trying to fight and I'm nagging you. You trying to pray, and versus I get on my knees and start praying beside you, I'm talking foolish. Invest in yourself. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know that God loves you, but He wants you to add to you. He wants you to build your character. He wants you to walk with integrity. You represent Him in the body of Christ. These things that He take you and throw you in that fire and won't let you get out of there, and you ain't getting out. No, you come out as pure gold. You don't get it the first time you go back in the fire. No. When I was in high school and I had art and we made those clay pot and you had to roll that thing, and you can't have no air bubbles, because when they take it and stick it in the kiln, KILN, that little stove thing that they have, when they take it and throw it in there, if you got air bubbles in it, where the air bubble is, it's gonna blow it off. It's gonna bust. These ceramic pots that they plant flowers in, it gotta go through the fire. Just like you gotta go through the fire. And one thing I can guarantee you, you ain't getting out of that. Not unless God lets you out. Invest in yourself. That's all I'm saying. Change your outlook on your test, trial, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Change your outlook on your test, trial, and your tribulation. Let it work for you. Because God's not punishing you. God's not trying to destroy you. God's not trying to hinder you. God's not trying to hurt you. God is trying to build you. He's raising up soldiers. So He's investing in you military style. But your character will take you where this foolish talking and all of this nonsense, it won't take you there. Integrity. Be a woman of God. Be a man of God. Man up. Woman up. Invest in yourself. Know your worth and know what you bring to the table, and you won't settle. Because some people right now, and it could be some of y'all that's watching the video, I just want to get married. I just want to get married. I'm just tired of being alone. And you got people that get out and go marry, unbelievers. I just want to be married. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of being alone too. I ain't fool enough to go join myself to that, except God say so. Because I know that God will not take me to a place and leave me, but He will protect me. He will keep me in my marriage. I know. But in the meantime and in between time, I invest in myself. And whatever blows and whistles come, I learn. I learn from the test. I learn from the trials. I learn. Is it easy? God knows it's not easy. It's not easy. But I said I'm going to make it work for me. Because it's not for God. God don't need it. I'm the one that need it. I need it here. I need the lessons that God is teaching. I need these lessons that I could be successful in my marriage to my kingdom partner, that we could both be successful. But I got to be worth something. Because in Africa, if you can't meet the dowry price, you ain't get married. I'm going to tell you right now. Not in that family you want. Because you can't meet the bride price. Know your worth. And you know, it's funny. I watched a video the other day where they were talking about bride price. And they had asked a whole lot of money for the daughter. And the guy, his parents, thought that they were asking too much for her. And the mother said, well, if it was my other daughter, then I would only ask 20. She was asking 50 something for the oldest daughter. So she would only ask 20 something for the youngest one. And it hurt the youngest daughter because she thought that she didn't carry the value of her older sister. But the guy said, you're asking too much. The guy's mother said, what if she can't have children? She's a virgin, but what if there's a problem? You're asking for too much because she just may not be able to give my son children. Know your worth. And in situations like that, when you don't know if you're going to be able to bear children, know the God. Really know the God that has the ability to open your womb that you can bear children. Know your value. Know your worth. If you know your worth, you will not settle. But if you don't know your worth, if you don't know what you have to offer, and I'm not talking about a pretty face, a car accident, anything can scratch that up. A neat shape, it don't take but one time for you to get sick, and that's gone. Okay? You can always get on a treadmill and lose weight. You can always go to the park and walk that off. Okay? You can always go on a diet. You can always go to the doctor, and the doctor can give you pills. They have shots to pull that off of you. Okay? So it's not about a size, and it's not about a pretty face, but it's know what you have on the inside to bring to a marriage. Because when you have financial problems, your shape ain't gonna solve the problem. Your pretty face is not gonna solve the problem. You need to know how to do something with numbers. And you need to know how to tell your spouse, hey, we only need to spend X amount of dollars. And this is what's gonna help us get back on top. And if you don't know how to do that, then you need to know an accountant. You need to know how. You gotta bring something to the table. I'm not saying everybody gotta know how to know, because I don't know numbers. But I know what I bring to the table. And I know my value. I know my worth. And when you got a kingdom partner, God know your worth. When you got a kingdom partner. And God says, I'm going to give my best. I'm going to give you my best. Because I know this will sustain you. I know what's in her because I put it in her. I know what, even when you don't know, that's the power of God. Even when you don't know what's in you. Because when you got a kingdom partner, you didn't choose your kingdom partner. God did. So God says, when it comes down to kingdom partner, God says, I know what's in you. And I know what you need. And I know who got what you need. But when it's not a kingdom partner, know what you bring to the table, that you won't be somewhere on your knees crying, God, give me a husband. I'll take anybody. No, you won't take anybody. Know your worth. And if you feel like you're not worth anything, invest in yourself. That you won't be settling for crumbs. Or because you go to church and you see him here on the front row over there and he got on a suit and you think he's a devout man of God and he's a warlock. Know your worth. Invest in yourself. That you can invest in your marriage. You can invest in your children. You can invest in your children's children. But if you have nothing to offer, what can you give those that's coming behind you? Okay, I gotta go. Know that God loves you and that I love you. And you can do this. You can do this. Invest in yourself. All right.